Alright, so finally heated up and broke these loose. Used a 14 millimeter. You turn the wheel bearing. They're still really hot. And then you turn it each way to line up with the next one right there. And I already broke these loose. I had to heat them up with the MAP gas. Get that bolt out. And then our brake dust heat shield comes out of here. And luckily, we can already see, I'm surprised, our wheel bearing is actually falling out, but look how corroded the wheel speed sensor looks. Look at all the magnetized grid on it. I don't have any ABS code, surprisingly. Got a little hot with the torch. We'll see if we get a code. I'm probably going to be replacing this wire and sensor anyway. That's how tight some of the bolts were. Snapping off. Breaking these cheap tools. And to break the CV nut loose, you put the rotor on, stick an extension in there so it hits the caliper bracket, and then I just take a jack and lift it till it snaps loose. Fairly easy, you can see it. Breaks it loose, and then that makes it way easier to loosen off. And if you put this here, you're not putting all the stress on your CV axle when you're in park, or if it's just a rear-wheel drive van. And then you get the nut part way off and just give it a tap, make sure it's broke free. We're using a 1/3/8 China on the nut here, using this cheap set tool. Surprisingly, the ABS sensor came right out pretty easy. The bolt at least. There we go. Plop that out. Looking pretty nasty. And I can't believe it, but this wheel bearing is just falling right out of here. Pretty crazy for being original. I thought that thing was gonna fight me, but then the rest is just reassembly. And there's our new wheel bearing, which actually did have the new wheel speed sensor wire harness even, so that worked out good. Looks like we'll be doing brake pads too on this old 2002 Astro van. There's a quick wheel bearing.